A couple of weeks ago, a black woman was assaulted by 3 people in Queens, New York City, right? Now, this all erupted due to what they call it parking wars, right? Now, it is a high demand for parking spots, but they don't have the parking spots because I guess there's too many cars. So oftentimes, residents will have to circle around the block, sometimes upwards of an hour, before a parking spot becomes available. Well, this particular time, Jada McPherson saw a parking spot that was being commandeered by trash cans, and she decided, okay, ain't nobody coming, I'm gonna move it so she could park. Well, that's what she did, and 3 people came out. Now, one person is Andrea Demetra, and another person, I guess, was her daughter. And listen, they say it was her daughter, but it probably was really her son. I'm just giving y'all context, okay? Sabrina Starman. They came out with another man who was unidentified at this moment, and for lack of better words, beat the brakes off of that black woman. All right. Now, from that point, there's been a lot of pull-up happening. I'm going to show y'all a short snippet of a pull-up. Check it out.
We are here today because a black woman was assaulted by 3 people right here in this very spot. And only one person in this whole entire neighborhood did something about it. We find that to be highly problematic.
So as you saw there was a brother and a whole lot of other people outside of that apartment building in Queens. That apartment building is where the people who assaulted Jada live. And by the way, they were arrested. And so from that, those people were like, oh my gosh, we've been getting threats and all kind of stuff. We're scared. Now I want y'all to look at this apology.
I regret that. It was very wrong of me to do. Very wrong of me to do. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. I regret it. But to get humiliated and mentally abused for 45 minutes, her calling me names and provoking the situation.
I apologize for approaching myself the way I did it after being provoked. It's not the answer.
And she knows the truth.
So as you saw there, that was the mama. She talking about, oh, I'm very sorry. You know, but then she says, but I shouldn't have been provoked, right? So are you sorry? And then you add a but behind it. But yeah, that's what happens. You know, when you think you're going to take matters into your own hands and you're going to jump on people, yeah, it'll make you be sorry real quick, right? Now, we know they wouldn't have been sorry unless they went to jail and then people pulled up and called them and all kind of stuff. Yeah, you should feel a little bit of what you were doing to that sister. How do you think she felt being jumped on? Her hair was pulled all out across. I don't want to show y'all the video because it's very brutal, right? Now, it was 2 men and a woman. And now one of the men, you know, I think maybe they were trans, don't quote me, but it was 2 trans people there with their mama, okay? Jumping on that sister, pulling her braids out and all kind of stuff. And yeah, there were people standing around just kind of watching. But as the brother said, there was one person who, you know, one that was filming it, and then one did try to go stop it, right? But everybody else thought it was okay that they did that to her. So yeah, I'm glad that they pull up. And they should keep pulling up until they rearrange their understanding. But some tell me they ain't going to be there long, because it's going to be hard for them to go outside. Now, I heard that the other man that they haven't found has been found by some people, and they found him all right. And they, you know, found him with some left and rights from what I heard. No confirmation, of course, you know, that probably won't make it to the internet, as it shouldn't. Those certain things need to be handled in private. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course you're sorry. You should have thought about that before you was beating that sister down the way you did over a parking spot. Now, of course, they say, oh, we're not going to do that no more. I bet you won't. You know, and they said, too, the people in the neighborhood, that that particular family been doing that for years, locking down the block with trash cans so no one else can park, which they're not even supposed to be doing. But yeah, you going to beat somebody up over it? Yeah, so they got arrested. Hopefully, you know, they paid to the fullest extent of the law, and the neighborhood keeps holding them accountable because you don't put your hands over people over a parking spot. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to the